Good song. And now the Bible has the answer. The questions are yours. I go to the Bible, God's holy word, to find answers. And thank you for these good questions we have before us again today. Question number 1. If faith to live by is my church, and that's said by so many, what can I do for Holy Communion? Well, the answer to that is that scores of churches do not practice closed communion. And no doubt there's a church somewhere near where you live that practices open communion, and they would welcome you if you would drop in, phone the church office, ask them when they serve communion, visit that church on that particular day, partake communion, obey your Lord, this do in remembrance of me, and you have solved the problem. But thank you for being a part of Faith to Live By and considering yourself a member of this church that blankets the nation. And now, question number 2, should I ask others to pray for God to heal me? Well, the Bible is very specific in its answer to that. James chapter 5 verse 14, is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Yes, my dear friend, don't just pray for yourself. Invite others to pray for you, and specifically ask for prayer with the anointing of oil, as James chapter 5 admonishes you to do. And now question number 3, how do you react, Pastor Barber, to a Mennonite conference voting 85% to approve of same-sex marriage? How do I react to that? My first reaction is that it cannot be true, that it must be a misstatement. I find it hard to believe that any Mennonite church anywhere would vote 85% in favor of same-sex marriage. But if it is true, then how do I react? Well, my heart is broken when I see the fulfillment of the Bible, which says that in the last days, this is 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 3, the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. God have mercy upon us if churches that claim to believe the Bible are now voting 85% for same-sex marriage. Thank you so much for these good questions. I trust the answers have been a blessing. If you have a question you'd like me to use on the Bible as the answer, please write out your question, send it to me. I'll be pleased to hear from you. I'll get to your question on the air just as quickly as I can. And when you write, all the address you need is simply Faith to Live By, Box 426, Winnipeg, Manitoba, R3C 2H6. The Quartet again, this time you love it, sheltered in the arms of God.
I feel the touch of hands so kind and tender. They're leading me in paths that I must trod. storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and not a bird shall harm me, for I'm sheltered in the arms of God. Soon I shall hear the call from heaven's portals. Come home, my child, it's the last mile you must trod. I'll fall asleep, and I'll wake in God's new heaven, sheltered safe within the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they won't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and not a bird shall harm me, for I'm sheltered in the arms of God. Yes, I'm sheltered